This right here is my famous boneless Shandong chicken. Yo, what's up guys? I'm DIMSIMLIM, and a lot of you have asked me what's my favorite dish to cook. I don't really have a favorite dish to cook, but this dish I've cooked over 1,000 times. It's one of the dishes where I created and improved over a period of 5 years. So today we're cooking my version of the Shandong chicken. You guys are probably thinking, yo Dimsim, where's your wok, right? But today we're actually using the pot first. This pot is actually my master stock. So this is stock from my restaurant. We've got ginger, white peppercorns, MSG, chicken powder, sugar, and chicken bones in here. Once the stock is boiling, we turn it to the lowest setting. So we lower the whole chicken into the stock. We're gonna bring this stock to boiling temp, then turn it down all the way to the lowest setting and put the lid on there. So we're gonna boil the stock for about 1 hour. After 1 hour, this is what your chicken should look like. Okay, take the chicken out and strain it. That's what the chicken should look like. Because it's been in the hot water, it's been in the hot stock for 1 hour, it's already cooked and it's got a lot of flavor already inside the meat. Now the chicken's cooked, we no longer need this stock. But this stock, you can put it in the fridge, you can use it for cooking, or you can drink it because it's a really good soup. So we've got Chinese red vinegar. Put that on the wok. And we're using maltose. Stuff is very sticky. Cool. All right. So we're gonna turn it on to low heat and we're gonna melt the maltose into the vinegar. So this will put a nice golden layer of skin over the chicken when we fry it. So just make sure the chicken is nice and coated. Now the chicken's nice and coated, we're gonna lift it up, put it onto a plate, and leave it in the fridge until tomorrow. After we made the chicken yesterday, I went to the city to grab a haircut, and we spent the whole day, you know, like shopping, having dinner, and now we're coming back. This is the chicken. After a bad night's sleep, this is what the chicken looks like. We left this in the fridge overnight. Now it's completely dried. And now we're ready to fry the chicken. So now let's turn the wok on maximum heat. Add oil. We're adding about 5 scoops of oil. This oil is like leftover oil. It's not new oil, but it's not old oil, right? So we use this oil like for all my other cooking videos. Like, you know, we use it to velvet the chicken, velvet the beef, and like, you know, sometimes I cook seafood or vegetables with it. And it's not the cleanest, but it's perfect for frying chicken. So that way we don't throw away too much oil. This is why we have this oil pot, right? We strain everything here and we can leave it here. We're just gonna wait for the oil to heat up, right? I've got all my seasonings and everything on one side. This is for the sauce later. We're gonna make the sauce on the fly. When you're cooking at home with oil, you just gotta be really, really careful because this oil is really, really hot. And if you're not careful with it, right, and you splash yourself like me, you're gonna get a really deadly scar like that, right? It's gonna be really ugly on you and you don't want that. Now the oil is really hot. It's about 170, 160 degrees, 160, 170. Let's turn down the heat. So I've got the hook on the back of the wing, right? There's a bone there that can hook on and it can hold the chicken, right? Look, I'm trusting this over like 170 degree oil, all right? We're gonna bathe the chicken in hot boiling oil. All right, this is gonna puff up the skin and make it nice and crispy. But it is very, very hot and even I'm a little bit scared. Wow. And trust me, this is really hot. Like even I'm getting burnt here. Like I'm getting oil splatters all on my arm. You're gonna get burnt, right, when you're doing this. Maybe use a bigger hook. All right, now that we've covered it more, now that we've bathed it, let's put it into the oil and fry. We're gonna turn it on nice and low. Leave it on nice and low heat. And we're just gonna keep showering the chicken. I feel like probably girls are better at frying chicken because you guys bathe in hot water like this anyway, so. All right, let's keep frying this till it's golden brown. Yo, look at this. It's like the chickens in a Japanese bathhouse. Okay, look at the chicken. It's getting more and more crispy. The skin's puffing up and you can hear it now. Right? You know, just like when you're showering, make sure you get it under the armpit, you know what I mean? You know, and always wash between the crack, you know what I mean? Like, you gotta wash it really clean, okay? So make sure every bit of the chicken is nice and crispy. It gotta be golden, look at that. Look how golden the chicken is. Woo, look at that. So crispy. All right. You see how it's still dripping oil? We're just gonna move it over here and let it drip over the oil part. Now we're finished with the oil, right? But this oil is still relatively clean. You can still use this to, like, you know, fry chips or, you know, whatever you like little stir fries or fried rice, right? We're gonna strain this back into the oil pot. Okay, I'm gonna teach you guys this little trick, all right? What you do after you strain the oil, you scoop a little bit back and you're gonna swirl it around the wok, right? That gets rid of every little thing, right? We're gonna swirl it like this, okay? And pour all of that back into the oil pot. Look, and now your wok is clean. It's relatively clean, ready to cook. The chicken's drying over here, right? It's dripping, it's straining all the oil. We're gonna make the sauce, all right? We're gonna turn it on low heat, right? The lowest possible. And we're gonna scoop garlic, okay? This is dried garlic, all right? That we've rehydrated and we're gonna put onto the wok. We're gonna fry that out. Get it nice and fragrant. You see, I didn't wash the wok. So after I strained the chicken, after I poured away the oil, I just put the garlic straight onto the wok. This is the chicken stock that we boiled the chicken in, right? So now we're using the chicken stock back in the sauce, all right? We're only using a little bit of this. That should be enough. Okay, now we add dark soy sauce. Okay, look at that color. That gives it a nice deep flavor. That's the difference between dark soy sauce and light soy sauce. Dark soy sauce actually isn't very salty as well. Okay, we've got sesame oil. Okay, we've got fish sauce. Fish sauce will make it really, really fragrant. Like, not a lot of people like it, but in this dish, it will taste really, really good. All right, so we've got MSG. We need this, all right? This is, you have to put this. All right, a little bit of MSG in there. Okay, a little bit of sugar. A little bit more, actually. Okay, let's turn it down. That's really, really hot. I've got the temp really, really high, okay? Okay, we're gonna cook the sauce, all right? All the flavor's gonna come out, okay? White peppercorn, okay? Let's go smash that, because, you know, I'm too poor for a salt and pepper grinder, so yeah, we're just gonna smash it with the, but I don't know, I feel like it tastes better this way when it's smashed. Like, it just smells so much better, you know? So, we've got the white pepper, okay? That in there. Okay, now we've got the Chinese cooking wine, right? Add a little bit of that. I know it looks like I'm just doing stuff, and I'm just putting random amounts, but that's what cooking should be like, right? When you're at home, what's the point of using like little measuring cups and all that? Just taste it, you know? That's your best measuring cup. I ran out of this. This is This is a red vinegar. This is a red, in Chinese this is called 大红鸡châu, right? This is a sweeter vinegar. I need to pop the bottle. Okay, I didn't splash it all over myself. We're just gonna drop about 1 tablespoon of this. Okay, and this recipe actually needs this other vinegar as well. This is black vinegar. This is Chinese black vinegar. This one has more of a sour flavor, right? It's got a stronger note. A little bit of that, like half tablespoon. Cook. All right, and what you have to do, right, with this sauce at the end is add a little bit of oil, right? Just a little bit. That gives it that shine on the chicken and keeps the chicken very hot as well. So when you cook a sauce like this, right, and you've got oil in there, this sauce is hotter than 100 degrees, right? I don't know if that makes sense, but yeah, that's something like that, right? Turn that down, right? Now what we're gonna do is, we've got this. This is a bird's eye chili. This is a Thai chili. This is hot, all right? So if you don't eat chili, right, just cut two little pieces, like that's enough, all right? But you know, we eat hot out here, you know, we eat hot. So we gotta cut it, we gotta cut the whole chili. All right, we got the whole thing. When you're cutting chilies, don't touch your eyeballs because, yeah, you know, it's gonna hurt, all right? So I'm gonna put all that in there. I've turned off the heat. All right, give that a stir. Your sauce should thicken a little bit. I don't know if you can tell on camera, but look at this, right? It's a little bit thicker. Yeah, you know, because we like it thick, right? All right, that's it, okay? We leave that aside, that one's all done. Clean your chopping board, wipe it on the floor or use a cloth, whatever you wanna do, all right? We've got our knife, make sure it's nice and sharp. Now, I'm gonna teach you guys how to debone a whole chicken blindfolded, like Gordon Ramsay. No, I'm kidding, I'm not gonna debone it. I'm not gonna debone it blindfolded. We're just gonna debone it normally, all right? This is a whole cooked chicken, but we're gonna take out every single bone except for the wings. This is how you take apart a chicken, Chinese style. First things first, we flip it around this way, and we cut off the wing, all right? So when I take off the wing, I do it in one motion, one cut down, I take off the tip as well, okay? And we split this into two. We've got the drum and the flat. Put that aside. Now we do the other side, okay? All right. Same deal. Cut off the tip. We've got the drum and the flat. Down the middle, all right? We never cut through the bone. All right, now you flip it around. Flip it on its back and spread its legs, all right? We're gonna cut through this joint, down to the butt, you see that? We're gonna cut down through here. And what we're gonna do, chop, right? That, we've got a whole Maryland, okay? Personally, I don't eat ass, so I'm gonna cut that off, all right? Like, I don't want that. But, you know, little pieces, I'm gonna snack on that, you know what I mean? This is the chef's tax, all right? Now the other drum, all right? Bang, straight through. My knife's not sharp. I'm just not cutting through the bone. Nice and easy, all right? That bit. Now, what we have to do, I don't know if anyone does it this way, but I do it this way, all right? So this is how I separate the breast and the back. What I do is I cut straight through here. Look, very easy, all the ribs crush, and I pull, get it out of the neck, right? Nice light chop, and that comes right off, all right? Look, now you have a nice, fat, big breast. You've got the back. Look how clean that is, all right? We don't serve the back, so we just take off this skin, all right? So what we do now is we take apart the breast. We take apart the breastbone. Flip it on this side. Hit it a few times. This will loosen the bone, right? Flip it back, all right? Pull out the bone. This shouldn't be too hot anymore. Like, you should be able to touch it. Okay, this is a little bit messy, right? But we got to pull out this bone. Once we pull it out, you're gonna have the whole breast. You're gonna have two pieces of breast stuck together, right? Pull that whole piece out. There's only a little bit of meat left, all right? I messed up a little bit, but you can eat that, you know what I mean? All right, you don't need that. It's good. All right, you don't need that anymore. That one's done. Okay. There's this one bone that's on the neck over here. This is the wishbone. I think it's called the wishbone. Oh wait, why do I only have one? Okay, wait, I gotta find the other one. So sometimes it breaks because it's already cooked. Actually, I may have pulled it out already. So that one's out. Now look at this. Come close. Come check this out, Geniyoo. Okay? You flip it around. You've got the whole breast. You've got the whole 2 pieces of breast. We're gonna put that aside, right? It doesn't matter. If you lose a little bit of skin, I actually didn't lose skin, but it's because we spread it out, right? When we hit it, we spread it out. So all the meat's all spread out, okay? But we're gonna fix that later, okay? Now this is the Maryland. This is how we take apart the Maryland, okay? Chinese style. We're gonna use the knife. We're gonna pull a line down here. Oh shit, that was so sharp. We're gonna pull a line down here. All right, hit the chopping board. Okay, and we're gonna pull a line down this bone, okay? And then what we're gonna do is we're gonna take off this piece of bone here. That, we don't need that because we want it boneless. And what we're gonna do is put your knife underneath. This is why I think cleavers are the best knives in the world, right? I can hold the whole chicken down. Okay, you wanna get this bone as well, right? I can hold the whole chicken down and I can take it all apart just like that, right? Without even dirtying my other hand. Okay, cut this like, it's not coming apart very well. Okay, now we lift this piece of bone, right? We lift this piece of bone. There's not much meat left in there, okay? What we do, flip around. Flip around, this side's still nice and pretty, okay? Then we have one thigh completely boneless. Actually, I could have done that a lot better, but let's do it quicker this time, all right? Let's do it better and quicker this time on this leg. Pull this off. We don't want that bone. Pull a line down following the drum. Then we pull a line here, okay? Cut all the way around. Okay, nice little cuts. Pull that all off. Now that's the bone off, okay? Got a little bit of meat on here, like I said, you can eat it, right? Alright, and pull that off. You can eat it. You don't need to serve this. There's only a little bit of meat. Actually, quite a bit of meat, but you know, pull it off and you can eat this. Alright, we're gonna bin that. Stow this, get it out the way. Alright, now look. Flip. That's a perfect piece of thigh, okay? That's a perfect piece of thigh. So look, we got 2 pieces of thigh. Got the back. So what we're gonna do with this piece of skin, right? Like I said, you know, before when I told you, if you mess up the skin a little bit, it doesn't matter because we're gonna take this whole piece of skin from the back of the chicken that we're not gonna serve. Right, this is my style. All right, I don't know how everyone else does it, right? But this is my style. We've got the whole back piece of chicken skin here. All right, now the chicken is basically ready, right? We grab our plate, all right? We'll put that on the top, put that on the top over here. Now we're gonna chop the chicken. All right, nice and slow. There's no more bones in this chicken. You're only cutting the meat. So we've kept the breast whole and we're just cutting the meat. Whoop. All right. What I like to do is I like to put the breast down the bottom. Yeah, I think it's smarter to put the breast on the bottom because that's where it soaks all the sauce. Breast is dry. Like, no matter how you cook breast, really, it's still gonna be a little bit dry because there's no fat on there, you know what I mean? So if you put it down the bottom and you put the sauce on there, it's a lot nicer, okay? So the wing, we've got the drum and the flat. Put that on the side, okay? Put that on the side. Put these 2 pieces, oh whoops, this way, all right? Put these 2 pieces on the side. These are the only pieces of bone. I like to put these on there, and I still call this dish boneless because these 2 pieces are very easy to eat, you know? Like there's not much bones on there. Now we've got the piece of back. This is crispy, right? right? Listen to that, listen to that. That's crispy, okay? The back, this is why this piece is useful. What we do now is we cut it to the same size as we cut the breast, right? We take this crispy skin and we're gonna perform surgery, right? We're gonna put this over the breast, right? So look at that. It doesn't matter if you broke the skin on the breast because we just fixed it up with the back, right? And you know, when I'm cutting chicken, when I'm cutting anything really in the restaurant, right? One hand is always completely clean. I can take apart the whole chicken with one hand, right? One hand and one knife. I never dirty this hand because this hand, I can grab everything, right? I can grab the sauce. I can grab a drink if I want to, right? It's clean, you know what I mean? So we're gonna put the ugly piece of dike down the bottom, all right? All chopped up, scoop that. You see all the little bits that fall out? We're gonna put it over. Put it over, slide the knife underneath, right? Now we put the chicken on top of the breast, right? That one's ugly. That one's gonna be ugly. No matter what, that's gonna be ugly because that piece, we already stuffed it up, right? But it doesn't matter, okay? We've got this piece. This is the nice, beautiful piece, right? This is gonna be the top of your dish. You can't mess this piece up. So with this dish, there's always two chances, right? You mess up the other thigh, you still got this thigh, okay? Man, I almost messed that one up. All right, nice and chopped, okay? Got that, scoop that, put it straight on top. There we go. That's how you debone a whole chicken, right? Tidy up the plate a little bit. Now we're gonna clean up everything. Use your knife. See, this is why I like a cleaver, right? I can clear everything. I can clean it all up, scoop it, right? Straight into the bin. Now let's turn up the heat and cook the sauce again. Let's boil the sauce, make it nice and hot. Because this chicken has cooled down a little bit. It's still crispy, but it's cooled down a little bit, right? We're gonna heat up the sauce and the oil, make it nice and hot. Like I've got this on full power, right? Like, let's do this, right? Turn on full power and heat it up. All right, that's it. Look at that. Smoking, nice and hot. Now we're gonna serve. Over the chicken. All right, now we'll go around. A little bit of green onions on top. For that presentation. And this is my famous Shandong chicken. I've been cooking for about 13 years. I've owned my restaurant for about 5. And this dish really shows all the techniques I've learned over the years, you know? It's got all my experiences and everything. Like I've tweaked it up every single time to make it better and better. So all the experiences that I've learned in 13 years is all in this dish. Let's try this, huh? Let's grab a nice big piece of thigh. Dunk it into sauce. If you guys have made it this far, if you could drop a like and drop a subscribe, I'd really appreciate it. Let's try the Shandong chicken. That's good. Yeah, this is one of those dishes where no matter how many times I've made it, and trust me when I tell you, I made this dish over 1,000 times, and every time I eat it, I still get the same enjoyment. It's still as good as the first time I perfected the recipe, all right? This is so good. The sauce is a little bit spicy, a little bit sour. It's got the salty, it's got the fish sauce flavor. And the chicken, right? The chicken is so tender. Like, you will not find Shandong chicken this tender. Look, watch this. I can just peel it off like that, right? You just imagine how tender this is. I'm not even gonna use chopsticks anymore, right? We're just gonna eat this. It's so good, bro. Oh my God. Chef's kiss. This drum and the flat are the only two pieces to have the bone. And the reason why I put the bone in there for these ones, right, is I I find a certain like enjoyment, like sucking the bone off, you know what I mean? Like sucking the meat off the bone. Like it just tastes much better. If I can take the bone out, but I think it's just so much better to have these two pieces like that. Look how tender that is. Do you guys eat cartilage? It's pretty good. There you have it. This is my Shandong chicken. This is my recipe. It's different from the Shandong chickens that you've had outside, but in my opinion, this is as good as gets.